I got a box today, all the way from China, fresh off the boat. It was home for me when I got home from work, and I can't wait to open it. This is the Focke Wulf FW190, or it should be inside, but we're about to find out. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to go for it. Right, okay, here we go. Now, the Focke Wulf F190, obviously not as famous as your Messerschmitt or your ME262 and a load of other German aircraft like your Heinkels and stuff, but a vicious little fighter in World War II. Faster than a Spitfire. Sorry if anyone disagrees, but it was. And most of the time, thank God they didn't have a lot of them, because this was a Spitfire killer, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, I've got it mainly because of the price. This was 50 quid. 1 to 18 scale, 50 quid. You hear that? 1 to 18 scale, 50 quid. From Aliexpress, thank you very much. Let's have a see how this opens now, because I don't want to wreck it. So I gently unbox the damn thing. I'm guessing it's sideways opening, but we're about to find out. There we go. It is very well packed, I have to say. Let's go. Taking off the cardboard's going to take more time than the actual review of the kit. Let's go a bit down here. Come on. Whoa. Right, that's just extraneous to all needs. They've just taped a bit of cardboard on the edge there. Let me get rid of that. I'm not like this at Christmas, by the way. I just rip the boxes apart at Christmas. Okay. Don't tell me we've got another bit on there. A clear desk. You won't see this very often on my channel. Well happy. Right, that's just taped on as well. I'm guessing this must have come direct from the manufacturer, because you can't get anywhere near that price in the UK. I think these are about 100 quid UK. I don't want to damage the box, because I tend to keep the boxes. There we go. Let's just tape. We're getting there, don't worry. It's coming. She's coming. She's coming. Just joined us. Welcome aboard. I got this. This arrived. This was waiting for me today when I got home. It is the Hobbyboss 1 to 18 scale gigantic FW190, and I am going to fully remote control this little baby, because it's that scale that I like to do the RC on. 1 to 16, 124, 118, all good for doing RC. Anything below that, it gets a bit difficult. Oh, here she is. Okay, we've got the box off. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? You've seen these in the shops. You're about to see what's inside the box. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Here we go. Lots of chat going on right now. I will catch up with the chat as soon as we've done this unboxing. Oh, look at her. Gorgeous artwork. I've no idea what the plane is that it's just shot down, but look at that. Beautiful. Vicious little aircraft. Well, this one's not so little. Right. Is this taped up? It is. Right. I need to get rid of that tab there. This is going to be a completely unbiased review of this kit. Not getting paid by Hobbyboss, even though I do have a liking for them. It's really good value for money, their kits. So if you want one of these, you can either go to your local model shop and pay 100 quid, or however much they are. Oh, this is looking good already. Ah, yes, sirree, Bob. Let's take a look at the whole box. I'm guessing this is going to be ABS again. Most of their big kits are ABS plastic, which is good for RC because it's a much stronger plastic than your normal styrene, but a nightmare to glue together. Usual blurb advertising their other models inside. few tips on gluing, advertising their paintbrushes as well. I didn't know the Hobbyboss did paintbrushes. There we go. I'll have to give them a try at some point. So anyway, that's the blurb. Let's take a look at the instructions. No big deal about the instructions. I'm guessing these are just straightforward paper. There's never a lot of detail with the Hobbyboss models. You just get massive sprues, massive aircraft. If you like it big, then definitely Hobbyboss are your people. And this again looks like another kit that was designed to be sold as a toy already built, and all they've done is give you all the sprues that were there before they started building them. So you've got a big full colour paint guide and where to put your decals. Two variants, not much difference between the two, to be fair. Okay, pretty standard, pretty straightforward that. Let's go through the sprues then. Holy Jesus, look at the size of the wing. So your underside of the wing and part of the fuselage is all one part. Let's see what kind of detail we've got in here. They're not big on detail, Hobbyboss. So I'm just going to cut. Where's my other knife gone? There she is. I'm just going to open this bag up. Get a look at some detail. We're not talking the latest Airfix level of detail. With Airfix's new toolings, the amount of detail they're putting into the stuff is just stunning. And I'm not expecting that of this, because for 50 quid, what do you expect, really? Holy Jesus. Are you serious? Wow! Oh my God. Sorry, take it back. This is new Airfix level of detail. Look at that. And they're all innies as well. They're not pimples. Hopefully that's coming out on the camera. Let me try and get the light on it. That's some good deep panel detail, that is. That's going to pop. So as usual, the wheel wells, this makes it really easy to RC up because they've got good strong mounting points for the wheels, and I won't have to damage the model too much for that. So wow, really happy with that. Now I'm going to go, now we've seen that, some good detail on this. The rivet lines and the panel lines are just absolutely spot on. I know on the ME262 by Hobbyboss that I've got, the 1-18, there's very little detail on it. You've got some panel lines and that's it. There's no rivet marks or anything. But that's good. In fact, that's almost as good as that Spitfire detailing, the 124 new tooling by Airfix. So I think Hobbyboss have put some extra detail in this. No two ways about it. Good job, Hobbyboss. How many sprues have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sprues, and that's not too shabby as well for 50 quid. We've got some, right, that's all the tail flaps and the fuel tank, drop tanks. Where's the cockpit? Let's have a see the cockpit. What kind of detail have we got on the cockpit? Yeah, here we go. This is where, you know, if they put a little bit more work into their cockpits, they could up the price of these without a shadow of a doubt. I'm just going to open the cockpit bag up so you can see the detail on the cockpit. There isn't a lot there. There just is not a lot there. I can really see that through the plastic. But again, all the sprues are in their own individual plastic bags. I know we're trying to do something for the environment at the moment by reducing the amount of plastic, but when you're getting a model that's travelled from China, because that's where these are made, you've got to do something to stop everything falling apart. And if they do come off the sprues, they end up in the bag and not rattling about in the box. So that's the kind of detail you've got. Let me lift the light up. In the cockpit, there isn't a great deal. It leaves a lot of room for some scratch building if I wanted to go that direction. But usually once I've got all the RC gear in, there isn't any space for the cockpit anyway, so I'll tend to leave that out. Engine appears to be all one piece. I mean, you're only going to see the front of the engine anyway when it's on, but that being that nice and big, once that's in, that makes it good for mounting a nice fast motor to. So I can, and I might not even have to buy a propeller. Look at that. That's awesome. One piece ABS propeller. Excellent, excellent, excellent. As I say, I'm bearing in mind at all times that this kit was 50 quid. 1:18 scale. Beautiful. Impressed so far. Now, that's the base body spar. Again, the fuselage. Let's get a look at the fuselage. What kind of detail have we got on this? I'm hoping it's the same level of detail as on the underside of the wing. Plenty of rivets, plenty of panel lines, and there is. And they're all innies as well. And with a 1:18 scale, I can get a 1/2 mil drill bit and drill them even deeper if I wanted to. So that's great. And if I compare this, hang on. You know, we've been building the 1:32 trumpeter Sky Raider. That's the fuselage from the Sky Raider. Now, look at that when I compare the two. And that's 1:18. So it shows how much smaller the Focke was compared to the Sky Raider. This is a lovely little Focke, this, I tell you. Are we on the Focke count, by the way? Oh, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. I will catch up with chat in just a second. I'm nearly done with this unboxing. Wow, look at the engine cowl. Holy Jesus, it's huge. Oh, thank you, Hobbyboss. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I tell you, the Chinese model companies are just rocking it at the moment. There's my hand. There's the engine cowl. Holy mother of God. This is going to be ace. I can't wait to get this RC'd up. Oh, it's going to be a good Christmas. So the plan is, I probably won't start this till after Christmas, actually, or maybe hold off till next summer, because we've got so many projects on the go. And we were discussing yesterday with Lindsay and the guys, or was it, I can't remember when we discussed it, I do that many live streams, about doing a Christmas special of the show and tell show. That's definitely on the cards. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, that's better than real glass. So, Hobbyboss have listened to one of the major concerns from modelers, that their canopies, they were almost frosted. Not that kind of frosted. In fact, I can show you what exactly it is. Like an opaqueness. That's the canopy off of the ME262, and that's the canopy off of the Focke. Right, you've got to count how many times I say Focke during this stream, by the way. And it's slightly opaque, and I think you can definitely see that from just me holding my hand there. Now they've listened, and that is just the most glorious canopy I've ever seen. It is absolutely spotless. Look at that. Please understand, I am in no way sponsored by Hobbyboss. It's just one of those companies. After the ME262, I was pretty impressed by it. Even though it's not their mold, they've got it off another toy company, and they're just selling it as a kit. They used to put these together and sell them as a kid's toy. But now they're selling them for modelers. So it leaves us a lot more scope. But you've got to agree, that is just glorious. Let me get that wrap back up. Oh, that's impressive. That is so impressive, especially for a big bit of glass like that. So how can they do it and And I'm not going to go there. You know what I was going to complain about? How can Hobbyboss do it on a cheap 50 quid kit, yet these big companies, I won't mention the name, have trouble even getting beautiful. Right, was no. Oh, I was about to say, I thought we had some PE in there for a moment, but there's some metal parts. I have no idea what they're for. Metal parts and some springs. That looks interesting. Let's see what that's about. I wonder what those springs are for. See if I can quickly find it in the instructions. Springs and rubber wheels. What more could you want? Really, for 50 quid? 1:18 scale. I need to find out what these springs are for, because that looks intriguing. Come on, springs. What were you for? Oh my God, it's got a sprung tail wheel. Look at that. There's the spring. There's the kit. Seriously, guys, get this kit. That's it's got a sprung tail wheel, for crying out loud. I wonder what other surprises this kit's got for me. That is so impressive. And the wheel, the rubber tires as well. Let's get a look at these. If these have got like Pirelli on them or something, I'm going to just bail them out here. Hang on. Have we got a manufacturer? No, we haven't. That was too much to ask for. But they've got the tyres right, with the markings, with the tread. Absolutely cock on. And the little tail wheel, I bet that's got the tread on it as well. It has. It's completely bald with just 2 lines around it. That's how they work. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Oh, God bless you, Hobbyboss. Right, let's take a look at the rest of the bits. Okay, pretty basic then. We've got a massive, obviously it's going to be massive. There we go with the decals. Let's have a look at the decals, see what kind of quality we've got here. Oh, I want to start building this right now. I mustn't. Get a look at the decals. Oh, what's going on here? How strange. Read that before. This appears to be glued on what's going on here. There is some kind of glue. Oh, it's tape. I'm an idiot. Right. They've taped the cover sheet on to protect it, which is okay. I thought it was blue then for a second. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And really thin as well. Oh! Really super thin decals. That's going to go into the panel lines just perfect, so I won't have to spray paint them or hand paint them at all. That's just beautiful. Well done. Congratulations, Hobbyboss, or whose ever mould this was before Hobbyboss got hold of it. I can't imagine, if this was a toy beforehand, that it had all those extra details for the rivet lines and the panel lines. All I can imagine is that they've done some extra work on this kit. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's glorious, absolutely glorious. And I'm tainting that with a 50 quid price mark. If this had been 150 quid, I might have had some complaints. If it had been 100 quid, I might have been mildly concerned. But it wasn't. It was 50 quid. It's a massive, massive ABS kit. Quality, I can't complain. I mean, there's enough on there for me to do a little bit of scratch building. The detailing on it is sublime. Seriously, the panel lines and the riveting is as good as Airfix. No two ways about it. Well, Airfix's latest toolings anyway. It's not coming out too well on the camera, but assure me, I assure you, that is as good as the Airfix. In fact, I could get the Airfix out now and do a comparison, but there's no point. Most of you got the Airfix Spitfire. As far as detailing goes, the Airfix Spitfire is a benchmark for me now. If I'd have had the Sea King, then doubtless that would have been a benchmark for me. So I know people are really happy with that. But I'm going to put this to bed now. That's the end of the unboxing. I'm going to look at chats if you guys have got any questions.